I think we'd all agree this has been an unprecedented day and an amazing opportunity for Richmond. But before we start, I just want to step back for a second and ask you all a question. How did we get here? That's not a pragmatic question or a religious question that ends with my mom and dad or God. I mean literally, how did we become one of the sites for TEDx this year? I know how we did. I know how they decided to bring TEDx to Richmond. I know how they decided to have it here in the power plant. I know how they decided to set up the speaker lineup. I even know how they got in all of this equipment through those small doors. But one of the things that continues to amaze me, and it's been amazing me for 2.5 years, is that the they that we talk about when we say, I wish they would clean up that unsightly section of downtown. The they that we talk about when we think about festivals coming to our neighborhoods for our families and friends to enjoy. The they that bring amazing companies to life, that employs hundreds, and the they that selflessly promote and support the #1 public art school in the nation, right here in Richmond. The they, it's us. Not me, not the person sitting next to you, not the guy over there. The they as it relates to building communities is you. Now, I worked for a corporate job for 16 years. I drove through the community every day to a place that employed hundreds in the community. I took advantage on the weekend of things that the community had to offer me, and I gave back to the community through nonprofits. But it wasn't until I had the amazing opportunity of doing a startup company that I figured out something that prior to that moment had been completely lost on me. And that was that communities build communities. And maybe you drive by that statement like I used to and say, well, no duh. But if you do, then it's because you haven't experienced what I've seen. 3 years ago in that corporate job, I went to meeting after meeting, day after day, and every person around the table had a job title indicating why they were there. Today, I go to meeting after meeting, day after day about this community, and not a single person around the table has a job that indicates they should be there. They give their time and their talent and their passion for their community. And it's in those meetings that this community has become mine. And like things that you own, you become very passionate about them. And as you know, Richmond is an interesting community, continually in therapy, constantly questioning its childhood and the impact it's had, arguing about where we're going to end up, and even disagreeing on how far we've come. But let me tell you one thing that I know for sure that we'll all agree on. The government provides the infrastructure for communities to come to life, but it is the us of the community that brings it to life. So today, you have your open invitation to engage in your community. I'm here to tell you it's been in your mailbox forever. The question is whether you've opened that invitation. And if you do, I think you'll find it's not an invitation to a party where there's a bouncer at the front door trying to figure out if you're cool enough to come in. You are invited. And if you take that invitation and you engage, you'll find that you'll have an impact like never before.